It's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep from going under. It's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep from going under. It's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep from going under. It's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep from going under.
Well, Zoe, because he's homeless.
What's homeless?
Well,
local musician, but I ran across some hard times. I lost one of my eyes and couldn't work anymore. But I realized I've been a musician all my life, so I rely on my horn to get me through the hard times. And so far, so good.
I was a functional person at one time, but now, because of the system, because there's no, they're taking away all the funding, they're taking away all the resources. And it just, all it does is knock everybody down. And it just knocks the person down. And it's hard.
My reason for being homeless is, society hasn't really been, trustworthy, I feel, you know what I'm saying, to where I'm homeless, because I've tried resources, you know what I'm saying, to get off the streets so I wouldn't be homeless. You understand, and it haven't worked, so here I am still homeless. And it's not easy, man. It's not nothing to be proud of, but hopefully, you know what I'm saying, I'll find a way, to get out of the situation, hopefully.
Houston got a problem, man. We got a homelessness problem in Houston, man. And we need some help, man. We need some money, we need some funding, some grant. What else we need, Kiki? We need Jesus in that light. They need Jesus in that light, yeah.
Once I live a life of a millionaire.
The line continues to grow right past downtown symbols of prosperity.
This a blessing.
My cars run around here.
And ends here at St. John's United Methodist Church Bread of Life.
Good fresh snap beans.
Every Wednesday, an army of volunteers helps fill box after box of fresh produce for hundreds of people. So many stories of need and desperation.
My name is Chef Greg, and I work here at St. John's, the Bread of Life. And I am the head chef here, and what we do for the most part is we try to make sure that we put good food on the plate for people that are less fortunate.
A lot of plates and a lot of love go out through that window.
So they're coming in and they're displaced in the morning. So the first thing we want to do is make sure that we get them a really, really good breakfast to re-nourish their bodies for the rest of their day.
They'll build me a whole lot. A whole lot. Give me somewhere to eat, somewhere to lay my head, give me clothes. They'll try to help me every way they can.
We also have a weekly food fair, we call it, to where the community actually comes in, and we, in conjunction with the Houston Food Bank, have set up a satellite here at St. John's, the Bread of Life, in order to help distribute foods that possibly would be more difficult for them to get because of financial restraints or whatever. It's just another opportunity for us to help the community, because at one point, that was me on the street.
I manage the Art Project Houston. The Art Project Houston is a project of the Bread of Life. It's a therapeutic art and empowerment project facilitating the mental healing and transition of the men and women we serve here, of the homeless community, and those who are also working poor in transition off of the streets. So we provide a space for people to tap into their creative spirit within.
My name is Malachi. By getting into the art program, it let me find a new avenue to relieve stress and to gain some income.
It also allowed them an opportunity through their art aspects and activities to become entrepreneurs, be able to go out and solicit their artwork.
We also have some lovely artwork surrounding the space by participants in the project that are for sale, and some are for just an exhibition. Please check those out.
I didn't think that art was going to be something that I could make money off of. I was just using it as a stress reliever, but apparently I found the skill that other people like.
Malachi, who has mad talent with 3D art. I have no doubt that Malachi's future is really bright in the world of art.
I'm looking at this as a small setback for a major come up.
I'm out on the streets with nowhere to go. I've run out of tears, no more tantrums to throw. Now it's time to grow and start a new life, free from stress and strife. And our darkest hour is where we seem to finally see the sunrise. So stop those tantrums and wipe the tears from your eyes. Because as long as you focus on the lows, you will never, ever rise.
Where are we going? Where are we going down? Where are you going? We should be growing now.
Well, did you ever wonder why the corporations turn the winter into summer? Or why they turn the summer into winter? Why is half the world going to bed with no dinner?
I almost had to put my dreams completely on hold. But I decided from the very beginning that despite me becoming homeless, that I was going to continue to, pursue my dreams of being a poet and a musician. Yeah, I went from having like a house full of furniture, lavish bed, plush pillow top, to like sleeping on somebody's couch in the blink of an eye. It was like I was living two different lives. It's like 1 second I would be up on stage, like people were screaming my name, and it's like amazing. It's like you get this big adrenaline rush. And then after that, I get on the bus and go home and sleep on the couch to no fanfare, like no after party or none of that. Society is structured to where some people would just fall between the cracks. And then once you fall between those cracks, like there is no societal network or, there is no resources for homeless people. And in fact, I would argue that we overlook them intentionally because, America, just obsession with wealth and, materialism, like the last thing that's on America's consciousness sometimes is poverty or homelessness. And I would hope that now, after going through this, and I share my story with people, that they will understand that society should pay way more attention to homeless people because it can happen to anybody.
From back then until now, you see our history. We have been misrepresented people. From back then until now, just see my family tree. We have been misrepresented people.
What we do here here on this campus, which we call St. John's UMC campus, is provide homeless services as well as affordable housing to individuals who are low income and previously homeless. Most recently, we started the After Dark program, which was a low-income shelter type facility at the Bread of Life through some stimulus money through President Barack Obama. What that allowed us to do was house 100 to 150 individuals every single night, 7 days a week, provide them with a hot meal, laundry services, as well as a shower in the evening, and with some very intense case management services at a non-traditional time, excuse me, that the homeless population could be served, and they were a little bit more receptive to those services at that time. So it was time for us to start providing permanent housing to these individuals. And what you'll have the opportunity to see at one point is the Knowles Timberhouse Place Apartments. It's a single room occupancy facility for single individuals, obviously. However, we like to market them as efficiency apartments. They are fully furnished. Rents are all $436, all bills paid. The individuals are provided with the opportunity to have case management and employment services on site. So for the individuals that come to us and are able to move in, they're provided that extra amenity to make sure that they sustain their housing long term.
This is one of our model rooms. This is actually the model room, and it is what the actual clients will get. Now, it's not decorated as you'll see, but it's fully furnished. So you get your bed, you get the table, the 2 chairs, you get a dresser, and the TV is also included. That's one of the eye catchers, is you get a big flat screen TV and you only pay $11, which is included in the rent. And we also incorporate where they can cook. So you have a 2-burner stove, you get your microwave, and you also get the refrigerator, as well as there's a bathroom with a full shower. So this is considered an efficiency apartment, a studio apartment, but it's actually just the stepping stone for them.
We're trying to place as many of our clients in housing as we possibly can. Is there enough housing for the homeless? No, not by a long shot. You know, and that's all we hear is permanent housing for the homeless, permanent housing for the homeless, but they're not building them fast enough. We have too many homeless people.
Your city is your home, and you get kicked out of all the places there are to possibly sleep, stay dry and warm in your home. It should be considered a crime.
I wouldn't wish this on nobody, to be homeless, because it's really hard out here, you know what I'm saying? To be sleeping on these hard concrete, to be getting bit up, you know, by bugs and ants, you understand? Waking up, you know what I'm saying, with scars and marks that you've never seen on your body before. I mean, you know, I wouldn't wish this on nobody, man, so I hope nobody, you know, would come to that.
Like, I don't want to have to wake up at 10 at night and to a guy saying, oh, you're going to jail because you wanted to go to sleep. Sorry, I wanted to sleep. Sorry, I wanted to stay dry under your bridge. Please don't take me to jail.
We don't ask people to be homeless to come and get a lot of the service. We believe that anybody that walks through the door of the Bread of Life, they have a need, and our job is to serve them and to really try to help them get their need met. Healthcare for the homeless, you got to show all kind of documentation and proof that you're homeless. A lot of our clients just don't have that. So we're not going to turn them away because they don't have a homeless documentation to be served. A lot of my clients were HIV positive, and this church, through the help of Pastor Rudy, would pay for medication for my clients, and that was back in 1993. Everything in here is it's donated, or Dr. Jones purchased it and bring it in herself. It's the love. You know, it's the unconditional love that and the compassion for people.
Hurricane Sandy crashing on shore, winds now at 90 miles per hour, and this storm is so big, so vast, 60 million Americans will feel its power.
It is chaos along the Jersey Shore. The superstorm battering the barrier islands. In the crosshairs, Atlantic City. The road into this seafront town is completely submerged. Damage started early, massive chunks of boardwalk littering the streets. Street after avenue after cul-de-sac inundated.
The East Coast is being pummeled with the power of a record-breaking superstorm.
Oh my God, it's washing everything away!
This is an application for storm relief and cleanup in New Jersey. This application will allow me to get on this bus so I can go to New Jersey and had the opportunity to make up to $11,000 a group. When I get back in January, I should have about like $11,000. It's a first case vibe off of that. They need to be out here on these streets. Like I told y'all last time, this was a temporary setback, but major come up. This is gonna be my major come up. I'm getting about these streets.
I said we'll be back.